Are you ready? Let's go!
Don't you sometimes just want to talk about everything? You know, there's days when you can just talk about anything. Need to sit back and chat about nothing at all? Nothing But Julie, coming at you with fun and creative topics and interviews.
Did you hear Julie's podcast? She's got the greatest topics.
Come join the chat about everything, anything, and nothing. So unwind and tune in to Nothing But Julie. Great topics and cool interviews with some pretty awesome people. And now, without further delay, here's Nothing But Julie.
Hello, everyone. It is Julie Schrager, and welcome to the Nothing But Julie podcast, Monday Mission. I always try and think of good topics for Monday Mission, and sometimes they are good and sometimes they're not as good. But I think that ultimately it's really just trying to spread joy and positivity and try and stay as positive as we all can in this crazy world that we're living with. And I was thinking of what topic might be wonderful for Monday. And, you know, a lot of people don't love Mondays. Whether you work or don't work, it's because it's a long week ahead. Who knows what's going to happen, what's going to transpire. So why not start off your week with positive vibes and maybe doing something for someone else, even the smallest thing that you can think of. I have heard of stories of people who are, let's say in the Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru, and they go to order whatever, and then they say, I'm going to pay for the person behind me. And then when the person goes to pay, when they're next up at the window, they say, the person in front of you paid for you. That is just a very sweet, generous thing to do, and why not pay it forward? So let's talk about just a few very brief random acts of kindness that anyone can do for anyone. You know, not everybody is doing horribly in this world. There are many people that are doing well, that have their health, that have money, and have a really good life. And why not take a little bit of something and bring joy to someone's life? The holidays are upon us. I think that it would be a very nice gesture. So let's start with just maybe leaving money in a vending machine or on a vending machine, $1, $2. And then someone's going to find it and they're going to be like, wait a minute, either what is this money or did somebody accidentally leave this here? And some people might not, even want to take it because they think that it was maybe left behind. But honestly, that right there is a wonderful random act of kindness, and I think that that is something that you could just think about doing. As a matter of fact, I was walking out of the doctor's office about a month ago, and there was a $20 bill on the floor. And I thought, oh my God, this is $20. This is a lot of money for someone, and maybe someone who had just left dropped that money, and who could that have been? I honestly did not feel comfortable taking it. I felt like karma's going to bite me in the ass or something. So I just went inside and I gave the receptionist the money and said, do whatever you want with it, but it's not mine. So I felt good about that. I felt like even if those ladies are going to use it, they work very hard. So why not? Anyway, moving on. Did you ever have anybody just randomly say, wow, that's a beautiful dress, or I love that perfume you're wearing, or you look very nice today? And I mean out of the blue, just random. And all of a sudden your day has been made. Anyone can throw anything at you, even the trash, and it is not going to interrupt this floating on a cloud feeling. That's such a wonderful feeling. And imagine how someone else might feel if you just give them a compliment. You look very nice today. Or, your hair looks great, or, something really nice. I think that is something that would make a person's day. I also think sometimes being an anonymous person is really the best way to go. Like putting some coins in somebody's meter. And when they go to pay and add more money, they're going to see that they have extra money. And they might not know that anyone did it. Maybe they think that they calculated incorrectly. The one thing that my husband and I did years ago, I remember we had like an hour left in our parking meter and someone pulled in and we gave them our ticket to put in their window. That was before you had to start paying and put in your license plate number. And so they got an extra hour. Why not? We're leaving. These are just a few things that I think would make somebody's Monday and maybe make somebody's week. Like when it snows, maybe shoveling your neighbor's driveway, unless they're total assholes, and I completely understand not wanting to do that. Again, this is if you have the means, leaving someone who is a waiter or waitress a really nice tip, not the usual 20 to 25%. Something that is more generous. Trying, and this is hard, to say something positive throughout the day. Positive things for an entire day. You're going to see how hard that is because there's always something that bothers someone. But let's just see. That will help you have a better day and maybe a better week if you realize more positivity than negativity. What about in the fall, which is happening still right now, and raking someone's leaves in their yard, or buying groceries for the person behind you or for someone that you know is maybe going through a hard time. The one thing I actually love is donating your hair. For wigs for those people who have cancer, or just offering a compliment maybe to a stranger or to a family. Those small things really, really go a long way. And why not show love to someone you might not know? Why not show caring to someone you do know? I think that just being totally random and being kind and paying it forward, and a random act of kindness is like a rainbow for somebody. You never know what someone's going through. Even if you're with a bunch of people in an office and they're all so nice and it seems like nothing ever bothers them, you really don't know what's going on behind closed doors. So why not just be kind to one another? Try your hardest, because your kindness will make you feel better. It'll make you realize that you just did something good. And that's the best feeling you can do for yourself and for others. So with that, I wish you a very happy Monday and enjoy the rest of your week.